lands a good right hand to the body, but then makes the mistake of standing straight up in front of Molina. Take another look at different angle. Right hand to the body, good, not good. Then you stand up straight, you go straight back, and Molina, the more experienced fighter, we've been talking about it, knew what to do. Come back with a punch, don't get bothered by that body shot. Come back with a punch and catch Klimov pulling back.
Round 5 scheduled for 10. As Klimov looks to pick up the pace a bit, sending 2 left hands to the body, and now triples up that jab here in the early goings against Molina in round number 5. And working that jab again, trying to hold off the stronger, more powerful Molina. Molina has him against the ropes now.
Well, they do have a common opponent, and the common opponent results suggest, just like we have, that Molina is the better puncher. They both fought Jose Alejandro Rodriguez. Molina knocked him out in 3 rounds. And Klimov knocked him out in the 10th round. Took him longer. Maybe a sluggish start for Molina because of a little inactivity. 5 months since his last fight, not too bad. But go back 3 fights, he was off for a year. And Klimov, inactivity with him, only 2 fights 2011, 2 fights 2012.
Quit hitting in the back, John.
You know, we've been talking about the right hand of Molina. I mean, that's his forte. That's his signature punch, but body work would be called for too with Molina. I mean, you got a skinny guy. We keep talking about how Klimov's not physically strong. If you're the stronger bodied fighter, as Molina definitely is, no better way than to take advantage of that than to go to the weaker, skinnier body of the opponent. And for me, Molina should be doing more body work every time he gets close to the thin Klimov. You know, even though Klimov has no power, no pop, he's got plenty of heart. He's even staying inside where I don't suggest he should be with the stronger Molina, but he'll stay in there.
Using the jab well here. And Molina trying to keep him at bay can be a challenge as he keeps taking steps forward.
And just plenty of opportunities for Klimov. Yeah, they're mosquito bites, but, you know, a lot of mosquito bites can swell you up, Joe. And Klimov is, you know, putting a lot of bites on Molina this round. I mean, he's just touching him as he walks in. Molina walking in without the jab for the most part, not moving his head a lot. And there's been a lot of opportunities for Klimov to just pot shot a little bit.
Yeah, good effort here in the 5th. Script, and he had to step up, and he did so there as Molina now comes out pressuring a bit in round number 6.
Well, Molina should be pressuring quite a bit. You're the stronger, more physical fighter, more experienced fighter. You've fought for a world title. You've been in these spots before. You should be behaving like that, behaving like the boss, coming forward, using your physicality, trying to impose that on the much less physical Klimov. And for the most part, Molina has done it only in spots. And that's what, again, I'd be suggesting if I'm in the corner, Molina. Press forward behind your jab, get inside, and bang that skinny body. Take the legs away. You know Klimov likes to use the legs for defense. No better way to take some air out of those tires than to go to the body.
Klimov has scored with a few right hands here in the midst of this 6th round.
Well, that's what I mean. He's like that pestering mosquito that you swat at it, you think you hit it, and then next thing you know, it's buzzing in your ear again.
Molina firing off those bigger right hands, just missing the target. We know what happens when he does hit flush. Seen it before in our main events. Mouthpiece came out again from Klimov as Bobby Howard scooped it up and threw it over to the corner. So now a slight pause in the action, and they will replace the mouthpiece.
There's a
Now, there's only two reasons why right now the mouthpiece is coming out. There's usually three reasons. And one of them we can remove from the list. One is usually the fighter wants it to come out because he's looking for time. Maybe he's giving up a little bit. He's getting discouraged. That's not the case at this point with Klimov. It either doesn't fit right or he's having trouble breathing. He's starting to reach the air a little bit and his mouth is open.
Yeah.
And again, that goes back to what I said earlier. I didn't think, Joe, he had enough time with that serious cut in his last fight to get the right amount of sparring.
And you can see at times his mouth open and he readjusts the mouthpiece. He'll push it out and then try to grab it back in.
Yeah, I'm going to guess.
There's a good pace here in this final minute of the sixth round.
I'm going to guess again that Klimov a little more winded than he usually would be this early in a fight. Probably didn't get a lot of rounds of sparring or the amount of rounds that he usually gets.
It's another combination from Klimov. Not damaging stuff, but touching him time and time again. End of the round. A chance to catch up with time. Andrey Klimov has responded well after John Molina had that big left hook and the power right in the fourth round. Had a nice bounce back round in the fifth. And then that was a very entertaining sixth round and competitive round from both guys. And now on to round number 7 of our main event. Klimov, the 30-year-old unbeaten Russian, against Molina, the recent title challenger and popular California-based veteran.
You know, after his knockout loss to DeMarco, Molina left Joe Goosen as his trainer and went to Robert Garcia, who's his trainer now. Klimov also trained for a little while with Joe Goosen, so
about the same time in their careers as well.
Yes.
That's when Klimov came over from Russia and started fighting in California back in early 2011.
Again, I was suggesting at the conditioning of Klimov the last round when the mouthpiece went flying. How good is that conditioning? I look at his weight also. Came in his heaviest, Joe, in 3 years. So you wonder about how Klimov's conditioning will serve him down the stretch.
Molina trying to get around that left flank, short right hand from Klimov. Molina comes back.
You know, you could make a good argument that Klimov's the busier guy. You know, again, he throws those feather duster punches, but he's always throwing them for the most part. Molina, not that he's not busy, but not as busy as Klimov, but more effective when he does land.
Boy, Molina's really targeting the body there.
But again, Klimov always letting something go out, and a lot of times he's catching Molina as Molina pursues him.
Been a series of right hands to the body from Molina here in round 7. As look at that, doubling up the jab, consistent, pesky punching from the undefeated Andrey Klimov.
And a lot of that pesky punching is when Molina is just going after him. You know, every time Molina walks after him, Klimov seems to be touching him with something. And there's a reason for it. Molina coming in like you see right there. Not moving his head, not jabbing, just walking straight in and allowing Klimov to have success in those moments.
Another right to the body. And 26-0 has a fight coming up on June 22nd against Molina-mladший.
I think Klimov is better served when he's on the outside. You would figure that, not being as strong as Molina. But maybe one of the reasons he's been inclined to go inside with Molina, besides that he has a pretty big heart and he doesn't mind engaging a fighter, maybe one of the reasons Klimov's going inside is he really is the bigger guy in his career. First 9 fights were junior welterweight for Klimov. Then he dropped to lightweight. Well, Molina's been a lightweight, Joe, his whole career. So maybe being the bigger guy is giving Klimov what I think would be the false illusion, the false sense that he should be inside with Molina, when I think he should be outside. You know, throwing those little taps and throwing them where there's a little space. And when there's space, a lot of times Molina will walk right into something. Big right hand a moment ago by Molina, but didn't really land. But it made a little noise.
Molina trying to come forward. That right hand was partially blocked.
See, there's the opportunities back home. Just watch whenever there's a little separation. Then you're going to wonder. You're going to say, you know what, Teddy, I think you're right. How come his corner is not demanding from Klimov to have more separation? Every time there's separation, Klimov's the better guy. He catches Molina walking into punches.
He's had that little left-right when there was separation moments ago, as you see Garcia watching on to his charge, John Molina.
What he should be telling his charge, I think, is you get close, go to that body, that skinny body, as we said, and come in behind your jab. Don't just walk in straight.
Don't wait, let him go.
Right hand, left uppercut, back to the body with a right hand. Molina trying to work on the inside here. Now a little bit of separation. Klimov with a right hand, touching him again. Not heavy-handed or effective, but working consistently from the middle rounds onward here.
Is there a swamp around here? Because the mosquitoes out.
No, they sure are.
And Molina's getting bit.
Klimov with just little bites. Coming to the end of round number 8. Chance for us to give you the May look back of Friday Night Fights. Enjoy it.